What you don't know if you don't have a computer science degree. If you didn't study computer science at the university, there's quite a lot you probably don't know. Even more, you don't know what you don't know. So I hope this book will be somewhat enlightening. Here is a selection of things I learned between 1995 to 1998 studying for a BSc Computer Science at the University of Sheffield. Roughly in order. Artificial intelligence, particularly the history of AI and the philosophical concept around what is intelligence. Serious Chinese run, the Turing test, etc. Lisp, or fast programming language. Modular 2, if, for while loops, functions, commands, etc. Web development, using a web browser. Writing the most HTML you have ever seen. Tabex. Discrete math, particularly set theory, graph theory, matrix multiplication, and eigenvalues. Legal aspect to software like copyright, patents, ethical issue, etc. C++ and object-oriented programming. Formal methods, logical proof of correctness, which always seems to end in trouble when the lecture considering the rest of the proof trouble. Spoiler, it never works. Same algorithms, I think maybe sorting, but I remember we have to use Pascal for it. Parallel programming, same theoretical distributed programming, embedded parallel neural network in Occam language, Networking, token ring network, Ethernet, 7-layer stack, TCP, UDP, etc. More AI, particularly back propagation neural networks and logical interference stuff in Prolog. Presentation skills. I think this was module, but I definitely remember having to present some papers to the class. Database, relational database, SQL and the various normal forms, natural language processing and the different approaches, part of speech tagging, parsing, extracting meanings, etc. Speech recognition, computer graphics, ray tracing model, 3D representation and projections, etc. Human factors, HCI. A group project, can't remember the tasks, but mostly taught me about the unreliability of developers to actually do work. Data structure in Java, which was not taught. Software engineering, I have no idea what this was about, probably the waterfall model. Final year project in which I taught myself Java and embedded Applets and multi-thread client server. All courses will be different and more recent courses might have some more modern languages. You can find the most recent course online and while things have clearly been updated. The nature of the course have no fundamentally changed. This is just a real-life example of what I spent 3 years studying and you will have mixed out on if you were self-taught or study in coding bootcamp. And do you know how much of that I use on daily basis? How much of what I learned during the time I ever used in my 20-year career? Almost none of it. What a computer science degree is not. If you didn't do a degree, you might assume that we were learning all about Ruby and Ruby or Rails or writing React apps or how to unfuck your logit Git repo. No, that's not what you learned during a computer science degree. And in case you are quibbling with the BXC computer science name, it was exactly the same syllabus if you are studying for a PE software engineering. After the first semester or so of Lisp and Modular 2, we didn't learn programming languages directly. There was sideshow on which we might receive a brief printed cheat sheet, but we were generally expected to just figure it out. It typically went like, your project is to build this in Pascal. We don't know Pascal. Here's a cheat sheet. That is at a time when the internet resources were nothing like what is freely available online today. You have vastly more information freely or cheaply available to learn a new language than I did during my degree. We didn't learn how to use tools. We certainly didn't learn to use the tools that we use today, and I don't remember any of my education being directly relevant to my first job. C++, Faint time series database, financial yield curve calculations. It was slightly more relevant to my second job, but only because I went into commercial telecom research around intelligent agents. My point, in case I have obscured it too much, is that you shouldn't be intimidated by people with a computer science degree. They probably haven't learned the things you think they have. They probably haven't had lecture about the problem you are struggling with. You should not feel like you have been missing out on a secret education about designing React components or architecting system with Kubernetes and Cloudflare. That is not a computer science degree will give you. Why you might still consider a degree or how to replace it. At Podia, I don't use degree as a selection mechanism during hiring. And if my memory is correct, only 2 of 12 developers have a formal computer science education, including me. This is not the case everywhere, at every company in every country. Some places still require a relevant degree, and you might have more opportunity with one than without one. That said, I think these companies are declining part of the industry. The main advantages I got from my degree were time, projects, and people. You can get that in many other places these days. There are boot camps, courses, internships, and online learning communities that will give you the resources to get started. If anything, those resources are much more relevant to your first job than a computer science degree would be. There are very low barriers to practicing your programming skill now, open source contribution, side projects, code, etc. Those same places also introduce you to people and give you a sense of belonging to a community. I didn't really make the most of this aspect of my degree, but I know others that have maintained strong relationships from their university and used that to hire or be hired. Wrapping this up, I want to highlight the most valuable thing a degree gives you and which most people skip. Time. A solid 3-4 years spent exploring the field, honing your skill, working with other people, and building those twin marks of curiosity and learning. Even if you complete a 6-month bootcamp and get your first job within a year, major congrats. You should consider how how to best use the first few years and not overly worry about pay and promotion. Don't be explorer, but at the same time, you should focus more about being constantly curious, tackling new problems, and learning about a broad range of topics.